तो यदि क्लाइमेटोलॉजी की बात करें ना, तो क्लाइमेटोलॉजी से कौन से टाइप के क्वेश्चन हैं पूछे जा सकते हैं इंटरव्यू में, राइट। चाहे आती है फाउंडेशन हो, चाहे यूपीएससी हो, तो हम लोग थोड़ा देखते हैं बेसिकली। जैसे फर्स्ट है, टेल मी द डिफरेंस बिटवीन, बेसिक डिफरेंस बिटवीन वेदर एंड क्लाइमेट।
Weather is a short-term daily activities which is occurring in a particular area, and when cumulative weather, when the weather is calculated for a long period of time, it is termed as climate of a particular area.
सी वेदर जो है बेसिकली ना, ये शॉर्ट पीरियड ऑफ टाइम के लिए होता है।
ये कुछ बनेगा भाई, मैं बता रहा हूँ।
जो क्लाइमेट है ना, ये एवरेज वेदर है बेसिकली, एवरेज बोल सकते हैं। एवरेज वेदर को क्लाइमेट बोलते हैं, और शॉर्ट पीरियड ऑफ टाइम का जो एटमॉस्फेरिक कंडीशन है ना, उसको क्या बोलते हैं, वेदर बोलते हैं। तो बस ये बेसिक डिफरेंस है। जैसे इंग्लैंड में क्या है, इंग्लैंड को क्या बोला जाता है? नहीं, तो इंग्लैंड में क्या है, वेदर है, क्लाइमेट है, क्या है?
क्या बोला आपने, समझ नहीं आया। इंग्लैंड क्या है?
यूके में वेदर है कि क्लाइमेट है, क्या है?
अच्छा, आज के टर्म्स में देखेंगे तो फिर वेदर है कि आज उसका वेदर कैसा है, और ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम हमने देखा कभी कि वहाँ पर जनरली किस तरीके से रहता है, वो क्लाइमेट हो जाएगा वहाँ का।
नहीं, यूके में क्लाइमेट होता ही नहीं है, केवल वेदर होता है वहाँ बेसिकली। ऐसा बोला जाता है कि यूके में क्लाइमेट है ही नहीं, केवल वेदर है, क्योंकि वहाँ जो है ना कभी भी रेनफॉल हो जाती है, कभी भी धूप हो जाती है बेसिकली। हाँ, तो हमेशा जो है ना चेंज होता रहता है। जब हमेशा चेंज होता रहता है, कैसे वो उसको बोल सकते हैं क्लाइमेट है। ये एनसीईआरटी नहीं पढ़े क्या अच्छे से? ये तो एनसीईआरटी में लिखा है। Why is Earth not equally heated?
Why Earth is not equally heated? Because Earth is an elliptical orbit. Earth's shape is an elliptical shape, and due to which the sun's rays are inclined at different angles at different locations. That's why the heat distribution is different in different parts of the Earth.
सिंपली से आप ये लिख सकते हैं ना कि वाई इज अर्थ नॉट इक्वली हीटेड, बिकॉज अर्थ इज स्पेरिकल एंड एंगल ऑफ सनलाइट जो है ना वो वेरी करता है इक्वेटर से पोल। तो जब वेरी कर रहा है एंगल ऑफ सनलाइट, तो कैसे इक्वली हीट होगा बेसिकली? तो एंगल ऑफ सनलाइट जो है ना यहाँ पे बढ़ाएगा, एंगल ऑफ सनलाइट, एंगल ऑफ सनलाइट। व्हाट इज एल्बिडो?
Albedo is a property through which an object or a surface reflects the solar energy, the incoming solar radiations. For instance, the eyes as having the highest albedo because whatever the heat is, the incoming solar radiation comes to it, it reflects completely.
Albedo means basically percentage of sunlight reflected by a surface, परसेंटेज ऑफ सनलाइट रिफ्लेक्टेड बाय अ सरफेस, इसको बोलते हैं एल्बिडो। कैसे करेंगे? डिफरेंस बिटवीन ग्लोबल वार्मिंग एंड ग्रीन हाउस इफेक्ट।
Difference between global warming and greenhouse effect. Global warming is general rise of the temperature due to multiple factors like anthropogenic carbon release of carbon dioxide, and greenhouse effect is the cause of the global warming. So I can simply say that greenhouse effect is cause and the result is global warming. Greenhouse effect is simply that the gases in the atmosphere which traps the incoming solar radiations. So due to which the general temperature of a region is increased, is rises, and which causes the global warming phenomenon.
So global warming is natural or artificial?
Global warming is mostly it can be categorized as artificial and natural phenomena, because in the past we have witnessed event where the Earth's temperature have risen from its normal level. So it is both.
It is both.
Yes.
And greenhouse effect?
Greenhouse effect is again a greenhouse effect could be both, because artificially we are constructing greenhouses in mostly used in temperate latitude to facilitate the growth of the crops. So it could be natural as well as artificial.
Greenhouse effect is natural, not artificial. Greenhouse effect is natural. Yes. It is not artificial. Artificial is global warming. Basically, the increase in temperature due to human activities leading to global warming. But greenhouse effect has always been natural since the existence of the earth. Basically, इसी थोड़ा सा clear.
Global warming. In the past, we have seen that due to volcanic eruptions and due to release of some night gases, the general rise of the temperature was seen. So that could be classified as a natural phenomenon. And now, which is happening is an artificial phenomenon. So basically, we can say that it is both a natural and artificial one.
But that time it could not be called as global warming. Global warming term has been popularized by recent time by scientists. Not greenhouse effect is natural. Global warming basically mostly artificial. Global warming is the enhanced warming caused by the human activities. This is simple difference. Tell me the name of the gas which is both a greenhouse gas as well as pollutant gas.
Sorry, tell me the. Can you repeat it?
Name of a gas which is both pollutant as well as greenhouse gas.
Also to sulfur dioxide.
Sulfur dioxide is both? I don't think so.
Nitrogen dioxide, nitrous oxide.
They are both?
Yes.
No. Carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas, not pollutant gas.
No, I'm saying nitrous oxide.
No, it is also not. Tell. Ozone and chlorofluorocarbon. These two are both pollutant gas as well as greenhouse gas. Broadly speaking. Hmm, what is Coriolis force?
Coriolis force is the rotational force which occurs due to the rotation of the Earth, which is maximum at the equator, then maximum at the poles and minimum at the equator.
Tell again. What are you telling?
Hmm?
Tell again. Coriolis force.
Then again,
Hmm.
Coriolis force is the force which occurs due to the rotations of the Earth, which causes the deflections of the object with wind, and which is maximum at the equator, or minimum at the equator and maximum at the poles.
Why maximum at the pole?
Why it is maximum at the pole?
Hmm.
Due to the distance when it travels from the high pressure belt to the low gradient.
Low gradient.
Whenever the Earth is rotating, so at the equator, the Earth has to rotate a longer distance as comparison to poles. So to compensate it, the force has to be maximum at the poles because it has to travel with a lot of speed at the poles to cover the shorter distance as comparison to equator. That's why it is high at the poles.
So basically you say this na कि speed when there is an increase in speed, Coriolis force will increase. So the Earth rotation is higher in the pole region. That's why it has higher Coriolis force. Simply. Hmm. Why does India receive monsoonal rainfall?
Why it is?
India receive monsoon rainfall.
India receives monsoon rainfall because we have seen that due to the movement of the sun, apparent movement of the sun in the northern and the southern hemisphere, there is a seasonal reversal of the winds, due to which India receives southwest monsoon in the summer season and northeast monsoon in the winter season.
Seasonal reversal of wind, that is definition of monsoon. I am asking why does India receive monsoon rainfall?
So I am saying that India's locations is a unique locations. It is a subtropical country. So due to the apparent movement of the sun, sometimes the IT season comes to the is shifted towards the northern part of the India, due to which it creates low pressure area, which attracts the high pressure winds from the southern hemisphere, from the masculine high. Similarly, in the similarly in the winter season, the movement of the sun shifted to the southern hemisphere, due to which the high pressure belt is created on the northern part of the India, which creates which is the force behind the northwest monsoon. So this is the reason why India receives the monsoonal rainfall.
Clear answer. This is not clear answer. Only India receive monsoon rainfall? No. You are telling na कि this is a unique location of India. This is wrong statement. Because only India does not receive rainfall. Southeast Asia, even China, even Australia receive the monsoon rainfall. So first make it correct. Second, if someone is asking why does India receive monsoon rainfall, then don't tell the definition. Seasonal reversal of wind. You tell because there is a differences in temperature between land and sea, because Indian Ocean is half land and half water. This is the unique thing. Not India is unique. Indian Ocean is the only ocean which is half land and half ocean basically. So there is a differences in the land sea temperature differences. This causes the basically what monsoonal rainfall in Indian subcontinent. This is the valid reason actually. See, these are the basic thing everybody knows. But to explain and speak there during that time, na, people get panic and they commit the wrong mistake. And this is where they judge basically. Actually, you have to read more actually. So be attentive and clear your concept. Mhm. Why is monsoon irregular in India?
There- Basically, there are multiple factors behind monsoonal rainfall. So, the factors like El Nino, La Nina, positive Indian Ocean dipole, negative Mediterranean oscillation, and the building of the low pressure systems. All these factors sometimes results into the erratic rainfall. And one more factor which is added these days is the factor of the climate change.
So climate change is leading to effect in all, not El Nino, also influenced by climate change only. La Nina, also by climate change. Indian Ocean dipole, also by climate change only. Na? Hmm? What is El Nino?
And the beginning of the Walker cell circulations in the Indian Pacific Ocean.
What is Walker circulation?
Walker circulation simply means it is a cell which drives the wind in the Pacific Ocean between the eastern and the western part of the Pacific Ocean. So, due to the wind, due to the trade winds, the winds are blown from the to the Australian coast, and which causes low pressure area in that particular area, Australian coast, and vice versa in the east, in the vice versa in the Perry coast. So, due to which a cycle is formed, a wind system is formed.
What wind system or ocean current? What? What is formed?
It is a basically if I talk about the pocket circulation, so it is wind system. But El Nino is due to the combinations of wind system as well as the ocean current.
So El Nino means carries both wind, wind as well as water. You're telling this.
It is caused by the causative factors of the El Nino could be wind system due to which the ocean currents are moving. Ocean currents are moving.
Why does Cherrapunji receives heavy rainfall?
Cherrapunji receives heavy rainfall due to the southwest monsoon branch, which causes strikes in the Bay of Bengal branch, strikes to the Arakan Yuma Mountains, and due to which the particular locations receives high rainfall. Second thing, there is the locations of the structure is made in such a way of Meghalaya that it creates a funneling effect, due to which it receives rainfall, because at a very low height the clouds are formed over there, which brings heavy rainfall in that particular area.
So why low clouds are found there?
There are when the area is having a particular topography where the hills are much, due to which the condensation of the clouds happens at a very low latitude. So that's why. And also it is at a time, it is located at, it is a subtropical location. It is a subtropical location. So due to which the clouds are formed at a near the surface, not at very at a great height, not at a very low height.
See, simply the reason is because Cherrapunji is the area which is surrounded by hills from all sides. So when most monsoon winds come there, so they are forced to rise up, and at the same time they form the cumulonimbus cloud basically at a low height, and this causes the heavy rainfall basically. So the major region is what surrounding hills. So basically the monsoon winds are not able to go outer side, they are just inside the surrounding hills, and they form the cloud. So this causes the heavy rainfall in Cherrapunji. This is the main reason. Hmm. Why Rajasthan is dry?
Rajasthan is basically surrounded by the Aravalli Hills, due to which the monsoon winds goes parallel to the surrounding hills. Therefore, this acts as a barrier, due to which the winds do not enter the interior of this Rajasthan. And as a result, the precipitation is very low. For instance, the Jaisalmer receive only 25 centimeter of the rainfall throughout the year. That is one cause.
So there is only one reason. Rajasthan is dry. Okay, Aravalli range, that is fine. Second, you know what? Distance from the moisture source. Rajasthan is very distant from the moisture source. There is no nearby source. So that is also one of the reason that Rajasthan becomes dry, basically western side of the Rajasthan. So there are not one region but multiple region. Hmm. Hmm. Why do cyclone not form at the equator?
Because at the equator, Coriolis forces absent. That's why
So
cyclones are not
what
formed
is
at
the
the
role of
equator.
Coriolis force in cyclone formation?
Coriolis force tends to rotate the winds, which cause the towards the low pressure belt of the cyclone.
Hmm. And why are cyclone common in Bay of Bengal?
There are some conditions which are required for the cyclone formations and which are satisfied in the ocean, in the Bay of Bengal. For instance, moisture source is available. There is high temperature in the Bay of Bengal region, and wind shear is available. And the surrounding airs, the high pressure, surrounding high pressure airs from the southern regions can compensate the low pressure building in the Bay of Bengal region. So that is the reason.
What is carbon neutrality? आवाज नहीं आ रही है.
Carbon neutrality means that achieving a stage where the amount of carbon dioxide releasing will be equal to the carbon dioxide sequestration. And also India sets carbon neutrality target, that's why by 2017.
Carbon neutrality simply means what? Reducing or balancing emissions of the carbon. This is called carbon neutrality. What is the difference between Kyoto Protocol and Paris Agreement? Hmm.
Kyoto Protocol was basically started during 1997 COP 3rd, which obligated the developing countries to take the responsibilities of the carbon reduction in the greenhouse gases, and it was a binding target. However, in the Paris Agreement of COP 21, which occurred in COP 21 in 2015, there was a voluntary actions which were required by the countries, and which said that which allowed it for the nationally determined contributions from the each country side. Yeah, so this is the basic difference.
So USA is member of which? Hmm?
USA is not. USA was member Kyoto Protocol, but later it denied its membership and is not part of Paris Agreement.
USA was member of Kyoto Protocol. No.
I'm not sure about it.
USA was never member of Kyoto Protocol. USA was member of Paris Agreement, but recently it has come out of it. So conceptual mistake is there. What is mission life?
Mission Life was launched environmental program by the India side in COP28 in Glasgow, where our Prime Minister Narendra Modi uh, advocated for a lifestyle which is environment friendly and in a sustainable way, and living in a sustainable way. For example, adapting some basic behavioral changes like use of public transport. Or,
So what is unique about mission life? Why is why is that much famous? Because there are various climate action policies, but why it is unique? This is important here.
because because major of the other climate policies are at the top level, but this is at the bottom level. We are encouraging the community participation, and we are behavioral change towards the climate towards the climate and protecting environment. So this is one unique feature of Mission Life.
Community participation, not exactly. The unique thing about mission life is that India is trying to promote a sustainable lifestyle through individual action. It means each and every individual should reduce carbon dioxide and carbon at individual level basically. This is that's what is unique basically. Everybody knows sustainable lifestyle, but why it is unique? They will ask this question. Hmm. Hmm. What is urban heat island?
Urban heat island is a phenomena due to which it is seen in the metro cities that the temperature of the city is generally 1 or 2 degrees more than the surrounding region, and it is caused due to rapid urbanization, concretization, and vehicular emissions, industrial emissions, and the canonization of the buildings phenomena. So, due to which the general temperature is higher in the metro cities.
Only metro cities.
Yeah, mostly metro cities. It could be because or
Simply,
other cities as well.
simply you can say that cities become warmer than the surrounding rural areas due to concretization and reduced vegetation. This is called urban heat island. Metro cities don't tell specific information. Any city which become warmer than the surrounding rural areas, they can be called as urban heat island. Basically, simply keep the answer very simple and short. That is very important because the one who has given 3 or 4 attempts in UPSC, so they know that you know this. But then why they are asking? They are checking how you represent basically. So you have to increase your presentation skill actually. That is very important. What is sustainable development?
Sustainable development is utilizing the resources in such a way that the present demands are fulfilled and also the future demands are not compromised. So, that is sustainable development.
Future demands not, future generation demand. Development that meets present need without compromising future generations. This is called sustainable development. basically. So whenever sustainable development word is there, it means they are talking about generation. It means कि you have to utilize those things which can fulfill your needs as well as your future generations. Generation means what here? Children and grandchildren, like that. This is called sustainable development. Precisely speaking. Why are coastal areas cooler?
Coastal areas, due to the moderating effect of the oceans and the continuous flow of the land and the sea breeze, we have seen that coastal areas are generally have the moderate temperature as comparison to the continents, interior of the continents.
And why is the sky blue?
Due to the scattering of the light.
So scattering of light, that is okay, but why it is blue? It can be yellow as well, it can be red as well, but why it is blue?
Because of high wavelength of the blue light.
No, high wavelength is red. Because blue light is scattered more than any other colors due to air molecules. That's why the sky is blue actually. Be vigor. So red has higher wavelength, that's why the signal is red, because it has higher wavelength. But blue is in middle side and it is scatters more than any other colors basically due air molecules in the atmosphere. That's why the sky is blue. The scattering of light, that is very general. Why it is blue actually? You have to tell this information. Why are mountains generally colder than the other areas, plain areas?
Mountains have the high elevation, and we have the general phenomenon that with increasing high temperature reduces. So that is the reason behind.
So why increase in high temperature reduces?
This is because the water vapors and most of the gases are present near to the surface, and as they go outside, the density of the air reduces. So as a result, the trapping of the heat also reduces. As a result, mountains are cooler. Mountainous areas are cooler.
Basically, you can say that because air pressure and density decreases with increasing height. So if density is decreasing, so temperature will basically decrease. So that's why mountains are generally colder than the plain areas. So see, these are some general questions which I have asked.